Hi, and welcome to my corner of the internet. Glad to see you here. In this video, I'm going to be playing with the Catrice Next-Gen Nudes palette. I was thinking of doing a 3 looks 1 palette video, but this video actually has a bonus look, because right now I'm wearing what was supposed to be the first impressions look, the first time I dug into these shades. And I filmed that, scrapped it all, because I feel like I messed up. But more on that a bit later. Now, this is a 14 shade palette, 8 mattes and 6 shimmers, and 12 of those shades kind of pair up into, yay, my neighborhood in the mirror, into the duos of a matte shade and a shimmery shade, all the way through the palette. And there's a dark matte and a light matte. What I actually ended up doing was I did not let my brushes dry all the way through, and when I went in the crease with the shade I thought was going to be like a subtle transition shade, went up being a boom of color right in my face. And this was the shade Love. Here, the irony, huh? And I scrambled to do something with it as best I could, and as I am a newbie, like the title states, I felt a little embarrassed to put the process out there on the internet. So here we go. And on my lid, there is the Masterpiece shade. Now, I'm not completely sure if it was my fault, because I was applying it wrong, or it was the shade's fault, like the formula, the pressing, some of those things, because I ended up with an outrageous amount of palette. I was shocked. There's glitter under my eyes. I don't know if you can see, there's glitter on my table. Okay, and the outer bit, I've darkened a bit with the Brave shade. And in my inner corner, the Vision. We'll see what else this palette has in store for us. So, for my first look, I'm aiming for something very sheer, barely there, very everyday, since this is a nudes palette. And I'm going to be mostly, if not exclusively, using this brush right here. Now, as for the shades, I will not be darkening my outer corner today, and instead I'm using this shimmer shade Vision on the lid, and I'll blend the shades Subtle and Basic above it. Here I am, all finished, and yeah, it's just as I expected. Very easy, very subtle. I especially like the shade Vision because it can double as a cute inner corner highlight. And I haven't got much else to say about it. I like it. So see you in the next look. I want my second eyeshadow look to be a bit more dramatic, which for my hooded eyes means that all that jazz will be happening above my actual crease, and I'll put something neutral on the lid. Now, as for the shades, I'm interested in trying out the Noble and Bold duo for this look. Let's go. thing. I'm not the biggest fan of how it turned out. First off, the peachy shades are too warm for my skin tone. If you're neutral, I think you can pull them off. I find that I personally can't. Now, the shade Bold. The amount of fallout, its general unruliness while I tried to apply it, I don't know what to say. I had high hopes for this. See you in the next look. For my third look, I'm going to forgo the shimmers entirely and focus instead on the mattes, namely the beiges and the browns. The classy shade here will go on the outer third, the Instinct in the crease, the subtle shade, I think, on the lid, and I'll highlight the under eyebrow area with the basic shade. Let's go. That's it. Quick and easy, very wearable, although a little too flat without any shimmers, I think. Yeah, I like it as well. Well, there are 4 shades that I didn't test at all. These are Provocative, Dramatic, Passionate, and Beauty. I've got them right on my fingertips here, and let me swatch them for you. A very light beigey shimmery shade. I think it would look very nice on top of a matte. Now for the second one. It looks almost orangey on my hand. I wonder what's the deal with that. And here's the shimmer, and here's the matte. Yep. Nice, beautiful, rosy shades. I think I like them. Overall, I really enjoy this palette. I think I'll be able to get good use out of it. I already like 11 shades out of 14 a lot. The exceptions are the Noble and Bold duo here, just not for me personally, and I'm not quite sure about the Dramatic shade. You'll definitely see these very shades in my future videos. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.